is Colbert Seagraves. I'm the Executive Director of the Winston Cup Museum. The Winston Cup Museum showcases the 33-year history of R.J. Reynolds' involvement with NASCAR in their Winston Cup Series. It started in 1971 and ran through 2003. Will and Christy Spencer opened the museum as a way to thank R.J. Reynolds for their 33-year participation with NASCAR and as a gift to the city of Winston-Salem. We've been open for 19 years, opened in 2005, and we will be shutting down on December the 16th. This museum's, I've been the executive director for about 3 years now. The museum's very near and dear to my heart. It is to Will's as well. We're both extremely passionate about NASCAR. My father, Ralph Seagraves, is the man that brokered the deal between NASCAR and R.J. Reynolds. Junior Johnson came to my dad in 1970 with a proposition to sponsor his race team. My dad asked him how much he needed for the sponsorship. He told him $150,000. My dad laughed and said, "Well, I got $70 million to spend. What else you got?" So my dad, Junior, hooked my dad up with Bill France Sr., and that's how the Winston Cup became about. R.J. Reynolds sponsored the Winston Cup Point Fund in 1971. Richard Petty was the first champion. They also sponsored the Winston 500 and the Winston Western 500 at Talladega and Riverside, California. My dad's legacy, my dad ran RJR Sports Marketing from 1970 until 1985 when he retired. I worked in Junior Johnson's pit crew from 1972 till about the early 80s. Then I was Jimmy Spencer and Darrell Waltrip's team manager for Travis Carter, Brett Bodine's team manager for Junior Johnson. Worked in Junior's pit crew as a kid, and so I've been doing this ever since I was 15 years old. It's very important to me that we preserve the history of Winston's involvement. In my opinion, it's the golden years of NASCAR. It went from being a southeastern sport to being a national sport. Back when R.J. Reynolds started, there were no consumer products that were in automotive racing, and R.J. Reynolds opened the door for that. Budweiser, Miller, Pepsi, Mountain Dew, you name it, sponsors came in, Tide soap, and fans were very loyal to the companies that were sponsors for their drivers and whatnot. So, you know, it's bittersweet that we're closing this museum. Will and Christy have kept it open for 19 years, basically funding it out of their own pocket. Museums don't make money, so the reason that we're having to close is basically financial. It doesn't make sense for us to continue after everything that's happened with the lawsuits and whatnot.